bottom of the Get Started page, it talks about your construct understanding. There's a little rectangle down there, and it wants you to go through FOIL with roots. So the thing to remember about roots is that I can multiply them. So for example, if I'm going to multiply root 3 times root 8, it's just root 24. And if the number happens to be the same, then that works out really good, because if I went root 3 times root 3, that would just be root 9, which actually equals 3. So it turns out when I have a square root and I square it, I get that number. So just a quick reminder on how that stuff works. We'll see it as we go through this stuff as well. So starting with FOIL, I've written out that the root 8 plus root 3 squared is actually root 8 plus root 3 times root 8 plus root 3. And we're going to start with our first term, which is root 8 times root 8. Well, according to this, if I go root 8 times root 8, it's just 8. So I'm just going to write down 8 there. My next one is going to be outside, so that's where my root 8 times my root 3 comes in, and that's just going to be 8 times 3 under the root sign. So it becomes root 24. Inside, hey look, it's the same thing again, root 3 times root 8. So I've got another root 24. My last term is going to be root 3 times root 3, which again, according to our rule, is 3. So I just have a 3 here. Now this one's kind of weird because we're going to be collecting terms that we don't normally collect. The first and the last terms are just numbers. So that means that we're going to add them. So 8 plus 3 gives us 11. And if I have one root 24 here and another root 24 here, how many roots do I have? I have 2. So that's going to give me 2 root 24s. Now you think you're done, but you're not, because this is a big number and it happens to have a perfect square as one of its factors. And if you remember, that means that I have to go, okay, 2 root 24 is actually the same as 2 root 4 times 6. 4 solves out. So the square root of 4 is 2, which means that that 2 is going to be combined down here. My final answer then will be 11 plus 4 root 6, because I multiply these guys. I'm taking another 2 out, I'm going to multiply it by what's out there already, which gives me the 4. So over here I have 11 plus 4 root 6. Now your book has another one where it just reverses the sign. I've just written it out because it's basically the same steps. You just have to watch your signs, and you'll end up with 11 minus 4 root 6.